This is the bull short AFAM that I talked about in the daily stock report a couple of days ago. You can see this is a candlestick chart, and if I change the settings, you'll see it's a lot more parabolic looking curve, and that's what I'm looking for in a stock as far as the general shape. The theory is that the buying gets exhausted. We saw an increasing volume there on a big day up. Right there, it went up to almost $45 yesterday, corrected as low as 35, it looks like to me. There it is, 35.80 was the low, high of 44.4. That's a big move, and that's what I talked about in last night's report, was that that's a 24% profit potential in one day. Now, typically what happens to these stocks when you have a big correction like that, it counters, it bounces back like it's doing right now. It's just about $41. This is I just updated this as of a few minutes ago, and we'll switch to the real-time chart in a moment. But this could be a really good entry point right around here to start shorting again. Just do this on a very gradual basis. And it might go up against you a little bit tomorrow, maybe to 42, maybe possibly 42.5. Then I add another order, real small order to short this stock, and then get into a position mentally of just holding this that could last for 2 or 3 weeks. And it's very conceivable to see this stock under $35 in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and that's a pretty good move. Let's take a look at the real-time chart. This is a 3-minute chart over a 2-day period. This is yesterday where it dropped from 44, came all the way as low as about under $36, $35.58, and the stock's rebounding, which is very typical. We're still within a correction mode of this stock, and I'm just trying to teach you how to work this. Of course, I'm explaining this over 4 hours of instruction on the Wizard training course with a lot of examples. So this is a real-time chart, 3 minutes. And then another thing that I do, let me slide this down here. You can see a 3-minute. Let me give you a little, close these stochastics. Give you a little more room on the price chart. Here's a 3-minute 1 day, and it's really good to switch around with different time intervals and see what kind of buy and sell signals that you can have, and you can clearly see a buy signal somewhere around here earlier this morning. You can go to a 10-minute chart, 15-minute, 5 minutes. You do it over 2 days. These are just examples. I know I'm covering a lot of ground really quickly. I would say that this is a really gradually opening a short position, and we're looking to go back down in here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Let's take a look at another stock that I posted last night. It was TACT. That's starting to turn over. Had a high at $13.50 this morning. Low of $12. There's a 10%er already. Since it's starting to correct, my first target price would be somewhere around this $11 to $11.50, and just watch how it does there, if not covering it by taking your money there. Let's take a look at FSYS. Just starting to turn over a little bit today. Had a high of $56.95, or correction, $59.64, and it's pulled back $4. Let's take a look at that chart. There's the high there of over $59 and came down to drop $4, and this is where we are here. I think this looks like it's going to start continuing to pull back. This isn't quite as good of a bull short pattern as you saw in AFAM. Almost Family was the other one, and this is FSYS, Fuel Systems Solutions. Here's the real-time 3-minute chart on TACT. You can see here this was as high as $13.50, came all the way down to $12. Very typical to see this just dribble off from the right, just going lower lows over the coming couple days. Here's the daily chart on TACT, and we'd be looking for the first target price of around $11 to $11.50. This is not a home run. We're just trying to get singles and doubles here, and then we move on to look for another stock. I posted another video today on the Daily Stock Report on the website of what kind of quote system that I have, and how I set up the watch list that I have. So look for that other clip here, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.